Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with our June PWCC Premier Auction Recap. Once again, I want to reiterate right now, the filters are messed up on PWCC. I've reached out to PWCC and let them know I can't do my business as usual because the PWCC Premier Auction cards are not pre-sorted per auction. This is the June Premier Auction, but you have to go now into sales history. You can't go to Premier Auction closed items and look at last night's auction results. So the only negative effect that has on the way that I do things is that I cannot go in ascending order of closed auction price. So I've got all the cards. I think it was like 50 something. I did an Premier Auction preview. I think it was like in the 50s. Fewer cards than normal. That's the first thing we should talk about. Fewer cards than normal, which is fantastic if you're a seller because the fewer the cards, the more eyeballs, the less distractions. As a buyer, you're a little disappointed because you want a bigger buffet, but B, you want fewer eyeballs. And so you have fewer, less competition per card if you're looking at the card. But we'll get cranking. Let me switch you guys over. Before I forget, I want to say this. Thank you. I am now affiliated with PWCC. If you buy on PWCC, use my affiliate link in the YouTube description on my page. Click it or click the PWCC icon in the top right of my page. Go to the, it'll pull it up in your web browser, hit the favorites, save it in your favorites. That way, anytime you buy on PWCC, you help support the Cajun Cardboard channel. If you're ever going to submit cards to the vault or to sell on any PWCC platform, fixed price marketplace, this Premier Auction, which we're about to talk about, or any of the PWCC weekly auctions or soon to come daily auctions. Yes, you heard me, daily auctions. Make sure you use the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN. Also, there's another way to contribute to the channel, the PayPal link that's on my channel homepage. I just want to read off some names of some guys that have thoughtfully and contributed to the channel through the PayPal link. And it's Carlos Munoz, Mark Polano, Trevor D, Jeremy M, Jeff M, David S, Trevor D, again, 2 contributions. My man, Scott M, Jack G, Ryan K, Andrew H, and Vasil P. And the messages that you guys send with it are both hilarious in some cases and oftentimes just really heartfelt and appreciated. So thank you guys that are on that list, the guys that have contributed to the channel. I can't do this stuff without you guys helping me grow this thing and make it bigger and badder and better than ever so we can create that Jordan Island. Not Epstein Island, Jordan Island, right? Michael Jordan Island. All right, here we go. You'll see I've got it down. I've sorted by date because it's the only way to do it. So I've got last night's results, but I've scrolled down to the last one that was sold on 6/23. This is where the May premiere starts. So first one is that same Steph Curry that we keep seeing. It's the 2009 Exquisite Collection, serial number to 225 in a PSA 1010 slab. That's a Pop 10 card right there. $18,600. The Doncic Flawless Auto, it's the gold parallel serial number to 10. That BGS 9.5 Min Gem does $50,400. That right there is an interesting pairing to start the show off with. 50 for the Doncic in a BGS 9.5, 18,600 for the Steph in a PSA 1010. Again, serial number being the deal, right? But you're comparing people like Doncic praised that his career ends up the way that Steph Curry's has unfolded, as one of the probably 10, I guess by most people's standards, certainly a top 10 player of all time. Doncic is the type of player that wants to be in that conversation, wants to replicate the career of Steph Curry. His card, and again, it's a serial number to 10 versus a serial number to 225, but interesting comparison right there. We got a Kobe impeccable jersey number, serial number to 8 BGS 9.5. It's a Pop 1, does $30,600. We've got an Upper Deck Trilogy, MJ and LeBron dual patch, dual auto that does $46,800. We've got a Kobe, and this is where things get a little bit wild. We've got a 1997 Skybox Premium Star Rubies, Kobe Bryant, serial number to 50, PSA 9. You're talking about one of the monsters, right? About as good as it gets for a 1990s insert card. Star Rubies, PMGs, Essential Credentials, stuff like that. Your legacy collections. This Star Rubies fits squarely into that category. And this is one of my favorite designs as well. The 97 PSA 9 does $96,000. I've got it pulled up in Card Ladder. Let's check it out. Check it out right there. It's actually up $9,000 over the last 2 years. And I know I keep saying this over and over on the channel, but there's no denying it. Cards are down over the last 2 years. Kobe cards are really, really taking a beating over the last 2 years. But these, these unicorn type next level cards, are still doing okay in many cases, not all cases, but this one is a great example. And there's another one coming up that we're going to look at that's going to be surprising as well. The 2013 Select Green Giannis Gem, mixed gem, serial numbered to only 5. BGS 9.5 does 16-2 last night. Another Giannis rookie. Giannis cards are taking an absolute ass whipping. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, and I'm a huge Giannis, my favorite active player on my favorite team. I've got a big Giannis rookie collection. One of my favorite players to collect. His cards are getting destroyed, which, I don't want to say I'm happy about it, but, life is about perspective. And if you're a Giannis collector and you're a collector first and foremost, you roll with it and you pick them up and you scoop up the cards you thought you'd never get again. If you thought that ship had sailed, well, it's coming back to port and you can go pick them up right now. $8,550 for his 2013 Immaculate True RPA right here, like 57 colors in the smallest patch window I've ever seen in my life. They jammed about 15 colors in there. $8,550 sounds like a ridiculous number. It's like half of what his silver, it's like a third of what his silver BGS 9.5 used to sell for. That's his rookie patch auto serial number to 99. Crazy. We've got Pau Gasol and one of the Backstreet Boys. No, that's not. That's Jason Williams. No, it's Jason Williams. Pau Gasol and Jason Williams, dual logo man, autograph, one-of-one masterpiece, does $9,600. We keep seeing this Devin Booker True RPA from 2015 National Treasures. This one is a PSA 9 copy with a 10 for the auto. The patch always looks the same to me in each one of these, and I think there's another one coming up. We'll double check, but it seems like every single patch looks the exact same from what I've seen. I know there's different ones out there. I think I've seen an orange before or whatever, but this is a Pop 1. And it does $10,200 for Booker. Booker obviously is going to be on the rise. The Phoenix Suns are going to be talked about a lot this year with that Beal pickup. They need to figure out their point guard situation. I know Booker can step in and do a lot of the lead guard, point guard type stuff, but I don't know if he's your 82-game point guard. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing for his longevity and durability and his preparedness for the playoffs come playoff time if he's got to run the point and handle all those responsibilities for the entire season. We'll see what they do. Cameron Payne is also not the answer. He shoots the ball facing sideways. 1999 Upper Deck Athlete of the Century. This is a Jordan autograph on card, hand serial numbered to 23. It's a Pop 1. There are 10 graded higher. It's a BGS 7.5. I don't know a dang thing about this card, but sold for $12,000 last night. The Jordan autograph collectors out there in the hobby, you guys fascinating. You guys are absolutely amazing. You know so much about your craft, and compared to like what I know about what I do, it's unbelievable. The Jordan autograph collectors out there in the hobby, they're absolute savants, just brilliant geniuses who are incredibly passionate about what they do. I cannot flip that switch or I will go broke. $12,900 for a really good looking Pop 1 Kevin Durant BGS 10 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor serial number to 99. I feel like I just saw this card sell very recently, so I don't know if it was unpaid or if it was relisted or what. You guys can do the research. The SP Authentic LeBron Limited, we see this all the time. This one's serial number to 50. We don't see it in an SGC 9.5 case very often, but this one does $28,800. Remember, SGC numbers are backwards. It's grade on the right, auto grade on the left, so opposite of what Beckett is. And then we've got another dual Logo Man autograph, and this won't be the last. There's a lot of dual Logo Man patch autos in here. I like this one because I really liked this team. The 2005 Exquisite, Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson, two of the bounciest dudes to ever do it, and two guys that are honestly very good at being sportscasters and analysts on TV today. I really enjoy listening to Richard Jefferson. I especially like the disparity between how intelligent Richard Jefferson is and how dumb Kendrick Perkins is. And when they try to communicate with each other, it's literally like Richard Jefferson is trying to talk to his child, because Richard Jefferson's a pretty sharp dude and pretty funny and very entertaining to listen to, and the same cannot be said for Big Perk. He is pretty bad at what he does. I get it, he's big and jolly and jovial, but I don't know if y'all saw the deal where he took a fake tweet and ran with it that Jonathan Kuminga is 7'2". He just saw it and said, "My sources said." Yeah, your source is Twitter, like everybody else on Earth. 1998 Scotty. Speaking of, right, we were talking about the Star Rubies, the Essential Credentials. Molten Metal Fusion falls into those tier 1 type inserts, and this is no exception. This is a Scottie Pippen serial number to 40. It's a PSA 7. It's a Pop 1. These were course, serial number to 40, and the actual serial numbers kind of laser cut into the card. Really cool cards, these molten metal fusion titaniums. There's also a regular molten metal fusion, but this is the titanium version, which is a little kind of copper bronze-ish color, and it's serial number to 50. This one does 85.50. A beautiful wilt. This is a great looking wilt, PSA 7, 16,200. It has a PWCC E sticker, which is that mid-tier sticker. And again, I've done a video on it, and I'll talk about it here and there because I'm a PWCC guy now, so I feel obligated to make this observation. But when you got one of these little stickers, you get one of these little yellow spots on Card Ladder to denote that this was an exceptional copy that sold. And as you can see, the yellows are at the top of this chart, right? If we're looking at the Wilt PSA 7s that have sold over the last year, you'll see this one was the third highest sale over the last year out of 19 sales, and it had a sticker. The highest sale also had a sticker. So 2 of the 3 highest of the last 19 sales both had PWCC stickers over the last year. So love it or don't, it matters, and there is no denying that. But this one is a huge jump, right? So the card sold for $9,600, $12,750, and this one jumped all the way to $16,000. That's a huge jump. A Yao Ming Exquisite, 4th year Exquisite Yao Ming dual patch autograph, 1 of 1. This is a 1 of 1 masterpiece. Look, there are some amazing Yao Ming collectors, many of them over in Asia, some of them still here in America, but over in Asia, Yao was an absolute icon to those folks, as really the first Asian player to make a Hall of Fame type splash in the NBA, unless you count Wang Zhuzhu, which I don't think most people consider Wang Zhuzhu a Hall of Famer. But this 2006 Exquisite masterpiece does $22,800. We've got a 2009 Exquisite. I don't even know. I guess is that close to the last year of Exquisite? I don't think they made them into 2010, did they? Maybe they did. I don't know. I've never had the nuts to go buy an Exquisite box. They scare me to death. I like watching other people open the boxes, but I don't have the balls to do it myself. 2009 Exquisite Collection, $9,600 for that sealed box. And then we saw the Molten Metal Fusion Pippen down there sell for, and here's the difference between Pippen and Shaq. Pippen sold for $85.50. Shaq sells for $24,000, albeit it is a higher grade, but Shaq sells for $24K compared to the Pippen that sold for $8,550. That's a humongous card, a Grail card for any Shaq collector. Trust me, I know. And look, here it is. I'm already looking like an idiot. This patch looks very different. So this is a BGS 9 Booker with a much different patch, serial number to 99. We saw the PSA 9 down here sell for $10,200 with a 10. It's the PSA 9 10 autograph. This is a BGS 9. Presumably it has a 10 autograph. I'm not going to look it up, but serial number to 99, $10,200. So take your pick. This PSA 9 10 is probably the preferred slab, but this Beckett one I think has a much better looking patch, just in my personal opinion. 2 awesome cards. Booker, what do you all think about Booker? Where is Booker right now? That's a good question. Where does he rank in the NBA hierarchy of best players in the league? He's had his peaks and valleys where he's the best shooting guard in the league, and then we kind of forget about him. And then he's the best shooting guard in the league, and then his team gets bounced from the playoffs when they really weren't supposed to. 2009 Topps Chrome Steph Curry. This is the base serial number to 999. It does $22,800. I did not look that one up. I couldn't remember. I did look up this 1969 tall boy Lou Alcindor. It's got a PWCC S sticker. And so when you get an S sticker, PWCCs have put their eyeballs on it, and they deem that your card is in the top 5% of the cards in that grade that they've looked at. $30,000 for this Kareem. Again, yellow dot, yellow dot, yellow dot, yellow dot. So you're talking about 4 of the 5 highest over the last 1 year out of the last 17 sales, all yellow dots, right? Which means PWCC sticker. This PWCC S goes for $30,000. The last mere mortal Lou Alcindor, 1969, goes for $20,000. Is the sticker worth a 50% bump? I say no, hell no, and I'm sorry. I know I'm a PWCC guy now, but I just don't. That's just too much money, man. That's just too much money. You could have 2 of those, or you could have 3 of the same card without the stickers. That's my opinion. It's always interesting to figure out how much of a premium does that sticker deserve. And I know at PWCCS, you've got FU people out there with deep pockets that are like, you know what? I'm going to get the best PSA 8 Kareem that I could possibly get. The 9's probably ran. The 9 is probably untouchable, right? If we look up the 9, what are we talking about? It's a $200,000 card, right? So the 8 puts you back in a world that we live in, sort of, some of us, but a PSA 8, you're still talking about, a brand new Kia Sorento. So $30,000 for that Kareem. I did want to look this card up. I try to keep things positive on the channel, but there's nothing really positive to say about Trae Young and his card prices recently. This is his true RPA mixed gem, sells for $9,300. I've got it pulled up. That's the all-time graph. And this is the world that we lived in, and this is the circus and the carousel that we've been on in the hobby. And I say we because I was part of it as well. I got smashed on a couple of cards that I ended up holding the bag on. I did cash out some. You win some, you lose some, and then you learn from both. But this card once sold for $73,000, and now it's selling for $9,300. By my calculations, it looks like the card has been on a downward trend for maybe 15 to 20 consecutive sales, and this is the lowest sale certainly in the last 2 years, and it's really not close. This was a very, very low sale. So if you are a Trae Young believer, if you do think a change of scenery or something like that is on the horizon, or maybe a playoff run and a title, maybe we're looking at the floor, but maybe we're not. Maybe we thought the floor was at 20,000. Here we are at 9,300. A LeBron James Ultimate Collection limited auto BGS 7.5 does 72,000 monster dollars. Kobe Logo Man from 2012 National Treasures does $66,000. That's a serial number 2 Logo Man. It's a pop 1, but it's a serial number 2 Logo Man. I do want to look this one up because this is one of Kobe's biggest, best, and baddest. This is the 1996 finest Kobe Bryant refractor. It is a PSA 10 with the coating. It does 28.8 last night. So we saw earlier, what did we see? The Kobe that went up. The Star Rubies actually went up $9,000 over the last 2 years in a market where most Kobe cards are going down. Well, here's another example. Check this out. This Kobe card last sold about 5 days ago for $25. It sells again for $28.8. If we click View All Sales, no, that's not the same card, is it? Let's make sure. This looks really weird. This is a Kobe card. There's just not many of these cards out there. That's serial number to 600, and the one that sold last night, well, I don't have to do that. I can go here. Is serial number 7, or certification number 747. So different cards, but a little uptick. So 28.8 for that Kobe right there. And this is what the graph looks like over the last 2 years, right? We've got this plateau up here, and then it drops and it starts to settle. 28.8, 25.8, 30, 25.8. 28.8. And so we're kind of meandering and finding the floor and finding some stability. The 2007 Ultimate Collection foil, Kevin Durant serial number to 10, does 9,300 in a PSA 8 slab. And if you're you got to have some big balls, excuse me, all my lady viewers, but you've got to have some, let's just say, intestinal fortitude to drop 30 grand on these two guys with so much up in the air regarding their NBA future. Both uber talented, no question. Both, top pick, and then I think number 4 pick, something like that for Jalen Green. This is the 75th anniversary dual Logo Man patch. It's not an autograph card. It's just a patch. It's not graded. It's just sealed in the original seal. $30,000 for that one. We got a LeBron scripted swatches, 55, and then the LeBron 2003, 2 in a row, 2 original 2003 exquisite collection LeBrons, 1 serial number to 25. The rookie patch auto serial number, of course, to 100 with a PSA 1010 does $63,000. And I think I did look this up because I wanted the world to know this card peaked out at $384,000. So here's the deal, right? This is a Grail level card. This is a monster, okay? 384 might have been unsustainable, inorganic, but here's the problem. This is a pop 5 card, right? It's serial numbered, what did we say? Serial numbered to 100. 108 times it's been graded by the 2 grading companies. So that means there's lots of cracking subs out there, right? And then PSA or BGS won't remove the old cracked slab from its pop report. So the pop reports are a little skewed. That's the first thing new collectors need to understand, is that pop reports require further investigation. Obviously, there's only 100 of them in existence, and it's been graded 108 times, so that explains how that happens. The other thing is, it's a pop 5 card in a PSA 1010 slab. So somebody cracked it 11 times, they finally got the PSA 1010. That's great. The card is a pop 5. It's sold 7 times since 2014. That means the card's not in the hands of collectors. Just in the last 2 years, a pop 5 card has sold 4 times. Now, some of it may be the same card over and over, but you get my point. That's coming to market a lot, and that's going to have a relatively negative effect on the market value. Now, I don't know if it drops a card from 384 to 63, but that's what we're That's what we're seeing. And we're seeing a lot of LeBron cards drop like a rock like that. And that's fine because I also collect LeBron. I know that's weird. Most people are LeBron or Jordan, but I like to collect both those guys. I think they're the two greatest to ever do it in a very clear 1-2 order with Jordan at the top. 2009 Exquisite, authentic with a 10 for the auto. Jordan does $78,000 from 2009. That's the box that we just saw. There's your 2009. And then the Johnny Moore. Everybody knows the story of the Johnny Moore. This is the linchpin card for the base set. Of course, there's a couple of them. It's actually not even the lowest pop card anymore. This Johnny Moore does $23,400. This card was on a crazy wild ride. I look like a genius for when I got out of my card. I think I got out of mine somewhere in here, maybe 43. It was one of those sales. I can't remember. It was either 53 or 43. But I feel pretty good about it. It felt pretty sick to my stomach when I sold it, but I feel pretty good about it right now because the card has certainly found a consistent floor. Remember, it's only a pop 67. Certainly found a consistent floor over the last, what is that, 10 to 12 sales of 25, 25, 25, 24, 25, 25, 27, 23, 23. So we get an idea. The card sells for about what it's supposed to. And if you're wondering who the hell Johnny Moore is and why his cards are that much, go Google it because there's lots of information on the internet and you can understand how he fits in that for set collectors. Dual patch autograph Kobe and Lamar Odom out of the great University of Rhode Island. He was a fantastic Rhode Island Ram. I think that's what their mascot is. $39,600 for that dual logo man patch auto. Another Trae Young gold flawless serial number to 10 does $7,200. The Giannis 1-of-1 masterpiece from Spectra autograph with the Adidas patch does $18,600. That's a 1-of-1, only one ever made. Triple patch Jordan, LeBron, Carmelo does $234,000. Yes, you heard me right. $234,000 for this triple logo patch. Right next to it, we've got an exquisite dual scripted LeBron James, Kevin Durant rookie patch auto. So rookie for Kevin Durant only, of course, but what a cool patch. And the fact that it's scripted onto the patches, these are really good looking cards. And this is just BGS authentic, but it's an auto for both on the patch itself, and both of them are multicolored. That's awesome, man. That's a really cool card. $15,900 for that serial number to 5 card. LeBron's 2003 Ultimate Collection PSA 1010 does $17,700. Like, that seems to me to be a good value. It's a PSA 1010 LeBron. It's only a pop 6. Again, it's not serial numbered, and so now when people looking to hedge risk, as we kind of expand our hold window for these cards, and people are not getting out of cards in 6 days or 6 weeks or even 6 months, and they're holding them long term. I think a lot of people think that buying the serial number can help hedge against the risk of the cards going down a little bit further because there's a known quantity out there. But the pop report for cards like this, even if they're not serial numbered, is pretty solidified in that we can probably get a pretty good idea of how many of these cards are out there. Because if you got one of these cards, if it's raw right now, it's probably in the hands of a raw collector who's just not going to sell it anyway. And if it's going to be graded, it's probably already been graded. So even though there's no serial number, we got a pretty firm grasp on how many are out there. Another triple logo man patch, almost $100,000, $1,000 shy of $100,000 to some hopefully great Spurs collector out there. What a night for the Spurs. Somebody got a triple logo man of the 3 Hall of Famers, Manu Ginobili from Argentina, Tony Parker from France, and Tim Duncan from the Virgin Islands. A $99,000 1-of-1 masterpiece with those 3 Spurs icons on it. Only David Robinson missing, and the great George Gervin, of course, and the great Matt Bonner, the Red Rocket. Nobody can forget him. But also, what a night for the Spurs because they got Victor Wembanyama. I know people are, kind of torn. There's a great deal of conflict in the hobby about what Victor Wembanyama is or will be. I think the guy is going to have an immediate impact on the NBA on the defensive side, and I don't think that's even arguable. Like, I think he will immediately be one of the best defensive players in the NBA. And yes, I know he's thin. And yes, I know the fat guy, Kenny Lofton Jr., dunked on him. Everybody saw one highlight clip, but the dude is probably going to lead the league in block shots. I am going to go out on a limb right now and choose Victor Wembanyama as my league leader in block shots. Again, he's got to keep his skinny ass on the court and get the games in. But if he plays the games, he's going to lead the league in blocks. That's my opinion. That's my prediction. Jason Tatum, vertical cracked ice. Contenders, serial number to 25 does 19,800. The white sparkle Doncic does 20,400 in the PSA 10. A one-of-one masterpiece Dirk, right? You don't hear Dirk collectors out there, but some Dirk collector reared his head right here. 24,600 for this Monster Flare Showcase masterpiece. 1990s one-of-one cards are few and far between. If your name is not Spinatron or Nat Turner or Bob Track. Well, Bob Track's more 2000s, but you don't see these come up very often. Or Naz, you know, if you're Naz, you'll see the one-of-ones. But there's very few people out there that can say, I've got a 1990s one-of-one masterpiece card. There's just not enough of them out there to go around. And right next to it, we've got a set that's near and dear to my heart. I no longer own the set, but I used to own a couple of PSA 9 86 Fleer sets. 38,400. For that set. Trust me, I'm not going to show you on Card Ladder, but that's right exactly what we expected it to sell for. So it looks like that PSA 9 set sort of found a home at the $38,000 to $40,000 range. They were selling well into the 50s, 60s, 70s. In fact, let me take a deep breath. I turned down a little over $200,000 for my PSA 9 set at one point during the hype. Yep. Sad sob story, sad face emoji. Speaking of getting crushed, a Giannis card from 2013. This is flawless, and this is his diamond serial number to 20, and it's a quad gem. $6,000. That just doesn't seem right to me. Like it doesn't even fit in the Premier auction. Like $6,000. Like this seems like a $15,000 card. I don't know enough about the product, and it's not like high on my list because I primarily stick to the Prism colors, but it seems like this card went for too cheap. I don't know. Whoever bought it, congrats. Whoever sold it, let us know in the comments where you expected more money. In fact, if you're a Giannis collector, let me know. Does this seem low to you? Again, I plead ignorance. I don't know much about. I didn't even know Flawless made cards in 2013, to be quite honest with you, because I just didn't pay attention to that era, other than the Prism for Giannis. But 6,000 seems really low to me for a serial number to 20 BGS 9.5 quad gem. 2007 exquisite dual patch auto LeBron and KD again. So for the second time, LeBron and KD have a patch auto card. This one's a serial number to 5, does 37,200 from the Great Exquisite set. Another immaculate true RPA. This is the BGS 9. It does 10,050. A LeBron National Treasures. I think this is a 1-of-1. No, it's a 1-of-5. Okay, so serial number to 5. It's a National Treasures NBA Finals nameplate from his NBA Finals jersey. $20,100 there. The Kobe Exquisite patch auto, serial number to 100, does 28,800. Dual autograph LeBron and Jordan does 28,200. And that's a BGS 1010, and there's only 2 of those in existence, and that is serial number to 1. Math nerds rejoice. Right next to that, we got a 1997 Metal Universe box, sealed, 24 packs. People are PMG hunting or Othello Harrington base card hunting. You never know. There could be a Hoya collector out there looking to scoop up some Othello Harrington base cards. $15,000 for that. I can't imagine the feeling of opening that box right there, knowing the far extremes of how much joy it could provide or how much just misery and nausea it could cause, right? This would make, I would literally be shaking. I think I would just put it off forever because I can't imagine opening a box like that. Right next to it, the Anthony Edwards blue Nike patch. This is serial number to 3 with a cool autograph on the acetate portion down there. $25,200 for that PSA 7. And this is interesting. So here it is. This is the top 4. But again, remember, we didn't go in numerical order, like as far as ascending value. So this is just the last 4 cards we're going to look at. But there's some interesting stuff on this page. We'll start with, I think, one of the most interesting cards of the night. And I know it's a card we've all seen a million times. This is a BGS 9.5 Jordan with a 10 centering and 10 edges. The PSA 10s have been selling for about 150 to 180, somewhere in there, just depending on the quality, the clarity, and the centering and all that. But the BGS 9.5s have been selling much lower than that. And I've got it pulled up. Where am I? Here we go. The BGS 9.5s have been hovering down here in this range, which is like the mid 30s to low 40s. And then when you get an exceptional copy, it spikes. And so look how crazy this graph looks. If we shorten this to 6, look at this graph. And it, and you're like, oh, it's not that big a deal. Well, it is, right? Because to go from here, this is an $84,000 sale. This is a $33,000 sale. There's 2.5 in there. Like, you could buy 2.5 of these for one of these. The last sale was 34. This sale was 69. And even in Louisiana, that's 2x, right? That's double. Someone paid double for this super, super squeaky clean, exceptional copy. And it didn't even have a PWCC sticker. So I'm not sure why PWCC didn't throw a sticker on that one. They must have disagreed with Beckett, because Beckett sure thought it was exceptional. Is the buyer thinking, hey, let me try to crack this, or just send it and try to cross it at PSA and make $100,000? Is that what they're thinking? I don't know. I've never submitted cards that are that valuable to try to make those types of margins, but I wonder if that's out there. Anyway, next to it, we've got what somebody on Instagram called the fake green PMG. It's not a fake PMG. It's licensed, and it is Skybox, and it is a PMG, and it is Michael Jordan, and he is wearing a Bulls uniform, but it is a retro PMG, which is drastically different. So the green PMG from 1997, I'm going to go out on a limb and say would sell for $2 million. Let's just throw a number out there. 1.5 to $2 million. It might be more than that. It's probably more than that. I don't know. But this one sells for $18,900. Their serial number to the same. It's the same player. It's the same green background. It's the same name for the card, Precious Metal Gems, but it's just different because this is 11 years later and many years after Michael Jordan retired. But I do think I have this one pulled up as well. No, I don't think I pulled that one up. Oh yeah, I do. There it is. So here it is. This one sold last night for $18,900. The sale before that in September, which was what, 9 months ago, $32,400. Sale before that. Are you sitting down? Same exact auction, same exact platform, same exact card, same exact grade. In 2021, near the height of the peak, 132,000, 120,000. So some money's down about 115,000. I can't do quick math that quick, but that's like 85% down. That's not good. 80%, something like that. I don't know. That is a very, very scary, sad story. And again, I know there's a lot of great retro collectors out there, and you can collect the retros of the original cards on a much friendlier budget. But that is a word to the wise and a trap for the unwary. 2005 SP Game Used, another dual. Got a lot of dual LeBron Jordan stuff in here. Had some dual LeBron KD stuff in here as well. But this is just a dual patch. Dual patch autograph. The patches are tiny. They're right there under their pictures. And then you got the autographs on the side. It's a PSA authentic, but it's a 10 for the autograph. 16,800. And then the last card, first year exquisite, noble nameplates. LeBron James, serial number to 25. It's a BGS 9 copy with a 10 for the centering. Really cool looking patch there with the big break in the middle and the diamond shape. It really lines up well. It's perfectly symmetric, which is kind of cool, right? It's almost like they planned it. 44,400 for that LeBron exquisite collection noble nameplates rookie right there. And that does it, guys. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I'm not going to ramble on about how you guys can support the channel. I appreciate you guys watching these PWCC Premier auction recaps. I do them 12 times a year. Every month when one of these Premier ends, I do the auction recap the next morning. I try to get it up before lunchtime so you guys can watch it when you're eating your buffalo chicken sandwich or your fried chicken tenders or your jambalaya in Louisiana. There's 3 ways to support the channel. They're all in my YouTube description. Just click on my channel and go look at it and read it. If you care to support the channel, if you support it, great. If you don't, great. I'm going to keep bringing you quality content. I'm going to keep bringing you auction recaps and a lot of pretty unique, varied, diverse type of content on my channel, which focuses primarily on actually collecting basketball cards, not focusing on the negativity in the hobby or the people that collect the basketball cards. So if you like what I'm doing, consider hitting the subscription button, consider hitting the bell icon to get notifications. I've got another video coming out today. Actually, I've got 4 videos coming out today. That is insane. I did this PWCC Premier auction recap. I've got to do my golden weekly top 23 Jordan card recap. I know I'm a PWCC guy, but I'm going to show Golden some love and just do a top 23 Jordans because what's good for one is good for all. And we want to see what's going on with the Jordan market because that's what you guys want to see as the viewers. And I owe it to you. So we're going to put that one out. And then I've got a couple other videos coming out as well. So very busy day. In addition, it's a Friday in real estate, which is what I do for a living. It's how I feed my family. It's how I buy my Jordan cards and buy my other cards, right? So it's going to be a busy day today, but I hope you guys have a great Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend in and out of the hobby. And as always, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Peace.